start with Sarah Bob. No, that's not a toy. No.
I want to put the piano.
It's fine. Right here. Let me leave it right there. All right, go play. Let's see if we can get this teenager going a little better. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Natalie. Thanks so much, Anna. Yep, we're doing some handle right now. Let me try this again. Oh, you want to play too? Zuckerberg twin. I don't know why everyone says that. I really honestly don't see it. When my hair was short, okay, I will say this. When my hair was short, I could kind of see it. And then I grew my hair out. And then, of course, the next thing that happened was Mark Zuckerberg did whatever his crazy personality shift is. And now he's doing long hair too. So I did it first. I will say that just to set the record straight. I may need to switch piece types because this is challenging. Maybe we'll just practice left hand for a second. Okay, there we go. Ooh, I gotta get that right. If anybody's got any questions about piano, music in general, I'm always happy to answer. I've taken requests on these before, that's fine. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, there it is. Oh, nice, the pranksters. Very cool. Nice. Okay. All right. We'll switch over here and then we'll try the whole thing. What do you think? You liking it? He loves piano. Oh, thank you. Lots of practice. I don't think I really knew that part. I was just on autopilot. So it's well, we're gonna follow this. So when you're doing inner parts like this, when you're playing multiple things, if you can't hear it, even if you can play it well, it's not actually going to stick in your head. So we're going to listen for the bottom part. So I'm gonna sing along with it so I can hear it better. Right, and then we're gonna do the top. Okay, all right, let's try the whole right hand here in this part. So much easier after you hear it. Okay, you're gonna sit right in the middle and hopefully not play the piano while I'm playing. All right, you ready? Okay, so we ran into some difficulties. There were obvious places for difficulties, so we're going to try that part. Awesome! Very good picture. All right, let's see. That's awesome. Okay, That's all right. That feels pretty good now. Ooh, man, that's hard at that point. Let's try the whole page a little slower. Man, that's a mess. Let's do a little slower there. There we go. We gotta line it all up. If it feels solid, it'll be solid, it'll be awesome. So we go. Good. Okay, now we're clean through there. Now let's see if we can't add a little bit of velocity to that. Whew. The baby makes this a little more challenging, not gonna lie. All right, because he wants to hold my hand. So in many ways, it's kind of a nice efficiency exercise because you're forced to keep your hands very close. You can't do any of the like dramatic, romantic movements that, especially on Baroque music, is kind of not the right way to go. So that works. Now, a little faster. Okay, right notes though. Ah. Man, I'm not hearing that correctly. That's why I'm having trouble. Awesome. Awesome. All right, okay. We're gonna try this whole page, maybe a little bit slower than that tempo, and really see if we can't get it nice and clean. And then we'll do the last page, and then maybe some lists. Still trying to get some lists. Hey, bud. You want to try a different position, or are you feeling good still? Okay.
Are you on a call with someone?
I'm doing a live stream.
Oh.
Just showing piano practicing. Good accountability for Dad and helping people out. Okay. Gotta keep the G on top. Here's the funny thing. The hard part, we nailed. The part right after was a mess. Let's try again. Oh, bud. Let me go get this guy a pacifier. I'll be right back. Pacifier. No, that's a real toy. I agree with Emmy. Are you just pretending? All right, here we go. We're back. Let's try this page again. page.
There we go.
We cleaned up some of the stuff. We're gonna need to come back and clean up more of it. But I'm trying to get through this piece and then maybe get to something else. Oh, that part is always confusing to me. You gonna take over that part of the piano? I'm not gonna stop you. It's a random Willie man. Yes, it is. It's a random baby. We're practicing.
Look at you. Look at this Buckley. Look at this.
All right. Oop, the notes that are missing. No, it's my baby. It's not a random baby. As funny as that joke is, I'd prefer the internet's not try to, swap my house. So yes, this is my youngest, Mr. Boy.
Let me know.
All right, we got Handel feeling okay. We're gonna do some list. And all the people left. Apparently Handel was a big hit. Or people just don't like me talking. That's probably more likely. Cora, let's not do that. That's the way to break the Legos. Okay? I understand. Do not do it again. Okay?
His name is Buckley.
Ella. Stop. If you didn't know, that part was supposed to be with two hands, but I'm not moving my hand here as he's hanging out. Oh, thank you. I need to spend the money to get it redone. It's over 100 years old, so you'll notice these lower notes, they get out of tune. I will tune them literally just a couple days ago, and they'll go out of tune because the wood is actually slowly.
What's the next one?
This piano, it was originally if you look here, it says a reproducing piano. and then it's a Lion and Healy. But no, all the guts of it are gone. It's me playing the piano. Everything you're hearing is from me. That's not a player piano at all there. Or it's the baby. I think it's the baby all playing all this. Let's see if we can... No, you don't like that? Here, let's try a new position. He's getting tired, so we'll see.
Look at my pictures. I love my pictures.
Oh, sweet. Very cool. Let's try that again. One of my favorite parts. I'm pretty sure Lisp would have been a movie composer if he lived in modern times. Alice, stop. So, this came up yesterday. I'm trying to do these more often. This came up yesterday, this idea of difficulty in music and what actually makes something hard. And I think this is an interesting part for that, because this part here, let me try to train the camera more over. You have to play octaves while you're trilling in the middle. I feel like this is a great example of what is true, extreme technical difficulty in music. I don't care how naturally talented you are, how long you've played piano, you have to spend hours of your life to be able to play a trill and play octaves while you're doing it and make it make any sense. I'd compare that to say something like Rush E, where it's really a matter of just playing fast and just kind of going for it. Again, very cool, very impressive, but kind of, in my opinion, a one-dimensional showcase of talent. You know, and then kind of on the other side of the spectrum, you have Polyphia, but again, I don't want to get talking too much. We're still in the middle of the piece. I'm going to finish up this, and then we'll see. If he falls asleep, I may stream a little bit longer. Otherwise, I'm probably going to go so I can put him to sleep. Hey, Kamon? I think Kamon. Oh, thank you. What's up?
What animal do you like?
What animal do I like?
Yeah.
I like penguins. Do you like, what do you like?
I like pink.
Awesome. Yep. All right. Whew. That's list. Good old list. There's still a couple places I need to clean up, but overall I'm getting pretty happy with that. It's a big piece. It's a big piece. I'm still kind of trying to figure out what my whole program I want to do is. Because technically, I mean, I haven't done classical as a recital. If you like to play Bach, that's a really good question. Can you let me know, if you don't mind, what level are you at? Are you a beginner? How long have you been playing piano? That's a great question. Because I do want to tailor it a little bit. But let me pull out some Bach and we'll talk while I'm playing some Bach. Hmm? Who likes? Butterflakes? Brave likes?
Yeah.
I think she likes bears, doesn't she?
Yes.
Absolute beginner. Okay. All right. So there's two ways you can go about this. Way number one is the correct answer. And that is, you should probably get, if you love Bach specifically, you should get either easy pieces by, some easy pieces from Bach, which is going to just be like arrangements of Bach that are really, really simple. And then maybe the Notebook for Anna Magdalena, which modern scholarship has found was actually mostly pieces that were not written by Bach. They were just pieces that he thought were good for beginners. That's the, what is it? That whole thing. That is all well and good, but hear me out. If you really, 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 really like Bach, I would highly encourage, if you've got the funds, not only get those really beginner books and start looking at them, but buy the Inventions. You could buy just the Inventions or the Inventions in Symphonias, which are the 3-part Inventions. And here's the reason why. These pieces are actually not that hard, but they're also technique exercises, they're theory exercises, and by the time you master a few of them, you'll actually be really, really good at classical music and can already do a lot of... Oh, okay, all right. Let me give you a couple pointers on the Inventions, and then we can maybe dig around for some better very beginner. Because here's the problem with learning Baroque as a first go when you are a beginner. The hardest thing for beginners is the reading of the notes. So here's the big issue with music. Music is a language, but the way that we teach other languages is we go, don't worry about reading, just talk with me. And if you talk with me for a while, you'll become fluent in enough common words that we get on the same page and you're able to converse to the point where it's fun and it gets addicting and then you get immersed. And then by that point, reading is just this add-on, right? I know I just described the opposite of the academic system, but that's because the academic system of learning languages doesn't really work. The problem with music and classical is reading music is probably still the best access point to Bach specifically early. But man, is reading music very challenging, especially if you did not start as a young child. So now that's all being said out of the way. The first tidbit that I'd say is, if you don't know your letters dead solid, you need to learn your letters dead solid on the piano. And you should just learn songs without music purely by letter names, right? C, C, G, G, A, A, G, F, F, E, E, D, D, C, E, E, G, E, D, C, B, whatever you want, right? I'm picking a modern song to do. It doesn't matter what the song is. You just want to learn some letters. And here's the reason why. That will start to make reading music a little easier. Now, why did I say learning Baroque music is extremely challenging to begin with? It's very, very dense. So when you look at something like the Invention, this is like reading Old English. This is like reading Shakespeare. The amount of density, and again, big classical music aficionados will start laughing at me because this is not very dense. But if you're coming from a beginner, this is quite dense. So you start out and you go, okay, let me make amends with the density. If I learn one measure today, that's a huge accomplishment. Hey girls, can you go play downstairs? Cora, Emmy, can you go play downstairs? You can take toys down there. You guys are just kind of loud. Okay, just one measure, that's it. And this is where the structure of these inventions make that actually quite easy. So you just learn C up to F, right? And then you go back down. C, D, E, F, D, E, C, yada, 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 yada. And then you learn the add-on, right? This is where I've run into a lot of trouble with students because they learned that part, right? 2 seconds, hold on. Okay. Oh, good. I'm glad you're taking notes because this is probably way too much to take in at once. Okay. So you have this theme at the beginning. C, D, E, F, D, E, C. Happens all throughout the piece. If you get this beginning part down, you can learn this song. Now, the other side, you get that left hand down. C, D, E, F, D, E, C, G, G. But then when you put it together, and it's a mess, right? That's almost everyone's experience when they try to learn something like this. This is what I would recommend. And if you can get this down, then just go to the inventions and start working on them. If this is too much, and be honest, then we'll try to pick out something easier. Because yes, the inventions are probably gonna drive you crazy and you need something before you get there. So, you go, you stop there. And then you read and you go, do the notes line up again? And that is when I go up to the C up here and I play the D down here. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause right before the left hand comes in. Pause. I'm gonna get my left hand ready to go. I'm gonna play the first note. Now I'm gonna play together. Just that much. You see how slow I'm going? Like, we just did 2 notes. But that's it. That's all I need. Because then, can I go like this? G, C, D, together. G. And then I'm going to add on the next part. D, E, F, with just the C going down the B. Just literally 3 notes. And then I do the end. Yes. I didn't need to know anything about you to know that because that is human nature. I have taught a lot of students. I have played piano a lot myself. I keep saying these days, you can either be patient or stubborn. And in reality, to be good at music, you kind of need both. But ultimately, patience is the easier way to learn music. It just happens that most human beings are really stubborn and we'd rather just knock our head in the wall a million times instead of just slowing the thing down or doing hand separate or something else. Once you get that feeling good, each of those individual parts, right? This one, this one, this one, and then this one. Then you go slow. Once you get that down, it should be a piece of cake. And I mean that, of course, you know, almost tongue-in-cheek, because yes, it's not going to be a piece of cake. It's going to be a lot of hard work still. The few ways, if you're really trying to get to this point, and this is really challenging, the most straightforward one would be to get a method book. This is kind of funny. I'm doing a little sponsored piece, even though I'm not sponsored at all. That'd be kind of fun. I'd love to get a Faber sponsorship. That'd be hilarious. Anyway, Faber, I like this method because it is not a traditional finger position method. I have a massive beef with finger position. So this idea that I'm at the C position and I'm at the C position, or my thumbs share the middle and it's C, middle C position, right? And I'm just counting numbers. So if you remember when I first got on this rant, the first thing that I said was, you need to know the letters really well on the piano. That's the first part where I think people go really wrong. The second place people go really, really wrong is they memorize where finger numbers are. And then when they're reading music, they're not reading music. They're reading finger numbers. They're reading the numbers. So Faber is good because it balances it. It does finger numbers, but it tends to place pieces in a way that is more spread out. And that makes it harder to learn that way. I have definitely had students still use finger numbers as a crutch. And I'm like, I'm playing my second finger. Why isn't the right note coming out? And gets a big laugh line. And then they're like, okay, all right, I figured it out. They make an adult version of this that's like the first 4 books consolidated. It's not a bad way to go. If you've got a little more general music experience and you just want to be kind of a hardhead, getting a early anthology, like an easy anthology, like a easy piano something or other, is not a bad way to go. Because the main thing that this does that doesn't do is it structures. So this is going to have a certain trajectory. I think that's another big problem people have with getting in the big world of classical music, is even in this book of inventions that was curated by Bach, some of these are really, right at that end of the beginning of intermediate phase, and then some are really hard. And that's just true in general with classical music. The difficulty range is insane, and it's not going to be the same per person. Like some people, it's going to be really, really easy for them, and then other people, it's going to be really, really challenging. I talked my head off, but that gives you a general idea. Let's see. It's been a while since I played these. Maybe I'll just play one of my favorites. Maybe we'll do D minor, because D minor is fun. Okay. So in many ways, I'm just going to leave it up to you. I would say, from everything I know, and this is take this with a grain of salt because I still don't know enough, but I would say with everything I know, I would highly think about getting the adult book of this, because it's going to feel a lot like your method book from when you were doing wind playing in band. Or get an easy anthology and just crack through that. And what you do is you focus on what is, you break it apart. And this is what I think gets a lot of people with piano. They think of it all as this one cohesive unit, and that's really, really scary. Another thing I say to my students all the time is it's like math problems. If you sat down with a page of math, and I think people do this, and this is why people hate math, and you were like, oh, I have to do all these problems. It's overwhelming. It would be overwhelming even for me. I look at my daughter's math and I get overwhelmed. But instead, if you go, I just have to solve this problem, and then this problem, and then this problem. And then when math gets harder, it's like, okay, I have to do step 1. then step 2, then step 3, that problem solved. Now step 1. It's the same thing with piano music. I know coming from a wind background, that's not quite the same because you can just literally read it once you get good enough. But that's how it's going to be for a while. One other general resource that I would highly recommend, specifically on the reading front, is whether or not you're religious, a hymnal is like the ultimate sight reading textbook. There's like 800 hymns in here, and if you look at them, they all have easy rhythms and 4 lines. And so what you can do, oh, and if you love Bach, you can just do Bach chorales for this. It's free online. Just go download a PDF of it. And what you can do is you can go, okay, I'm good at the treble clef. Yeah, perfect. You go, I'm good at the treble clef. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to dedicate 5 minutes every day to reading the bass clef of hymns. And at the beginning, just read 1 line. And then when that starts getting easy, read both of them. I honestly think if you did that for 1 month, by the next month, it would be significantly less scary. And you'd be like, I can read piano music now. So anyway, let's play a little bit. Ooh, let's get this a little cleaner. You want to look at me? You're so cute. You want to lie down? All right, sure. Oh, you want to play? Yeah? You getting tired? Yeah. It's probably getting about time where I need to put this guy to sleep. He is getting more frustrated. So what I love about hymns is it's super scalable. So for me, I sit down and I just read the whole hymn at this point, and then I try to transpose the hymn. I try to arrange the hymn. I do variations, right? And then you would, whatever you want to do, you could. Oh, I think he's cooked. He's totally cooked. Well, thank you so much. We almost did a whole hour. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tijuana Border Jumper. Yeah, it's been interesting. So I'm trying to find the sweet spot. I have been a music educator and a performer for a really, really long time. I know I'm still in my 30s, so I guess it's not for my lifetime. I've been in this space for a long time. And this balancing point of trying to hit things the way the internet wants things presented, but still is giving people value is really what I'm looking for. So I greatly appreciate that. Ask random questions all the time. And yes, I'm gonna I'm really trying to do this live streaming thing more often because I need to practice. I'm really trying to dedicate this year to getting back to the point that I give classical recitals. Because I do rock and roll almost exclusively right now. I do, you know, Eric Clapton, that type of stuff. I tour with that. But I love to get back into playing classical. So it's kind of a win-win because I think this channel's to the point where, as tonight evidence, this is the third time I've done it, and it's like been 5 to 10 people. So thank you so much for everyone for watching. It's fun when there's actually an audience, but I need to practice, and I'm more than happy to be helping people out, and hopefully it's entertaining. So, ooh, sweet. Well, I had a brother just move out to California, and so the idea is to get a recital program with this Liszt piece that I played as my main piece, and then I think Liszt, maybe some Handel, maybe something old, and then like 3 of my pieces. Put it together. I'm gonna try to figure out how to market it so that people actually show up, and then I would love to take it nationally. That would be a lot of fun to play classical music. I've done a lot of rock and roll all over. I've played in California, played on the East Coast a lot. I love rock and roll, don't get me wrong. Classical and original music, to me, that's like another level with all that stuff. That would be a total dream come true. So anyway, I should get this boy to sleep. Oh.